The football world is buzzing, and whose name is in the spotlight? Shatter Sanders. Son of legendary Hall of Famer Deion Sanders, Shatter has been paving his own path and winning over fans and critics along the way. After an impressive season at Jackson State under his father's tutelage, he is now the starting quarterback for the Colorado Buffaloes. His talent is undeniable, with over 3,200 yards and 31 touchdowns last season. But like any young prospect, he faces challenges and criticism. His presence in the pocket, for example, has been questioned, as has his accuracy on long throws. But the question that really hangs over everyone is, does Shatter Sanders have what it takes to lead the Raiders to glory? The answer could define the future of the franchise. Before we dive into this analysis, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel to stay up to date with all the Raiders updates. Let's go on this journey together. 1. A name that promises to shine. Who is Shatter Sanders? Shatter Sanders is more than just a name in the college football world. He's a promising prospect, carrying not only the weight of his own talent, but also the legacy of his father, Deion Sanders. From a young age, Shatter was groomed for greatness, being groomed by one of the greatest names the NFL has ever seen. Deion, known for his tenacity and multifaceted skills on the field, has always made it clear that he expects greatness from his sons, and Shatter appears to be living up to those expectations. However, it's not just his father's name that has people talking. Shatter's ability on the field, his reading of the game, and his presence as a leader make him a player to watch closely. At Jackson State, he showed the world that he's more than just Deion's son. He's a talented quarterback who can turn the tables on his team. But the question on many minds is, how will he fare at a higher level of competition, like in the NFL? As Shatter continues to shine in Colorado, the pressure to prove himself every game only increases. After all, many eyes are on him, not just to see if he can replicate his father's success, but to see if he can, in fact, surpass it. And the most intriguing question is, are the Raiders ready to bet on Shatter as the future leader of their team? Shatter Sanders' career began to gain real traction during his time at Jackson State, where he played under the direct guidance of his father, Deion Sanders. There, amidst challenges and sky-high expectations, Shatter showed the football world that his name was not just a shadow of his father's legacy, but an identity all its own, forged in the heat of college competition. During his time at Jackson State, Shatter not only led the team on the field, but he also distinguished himself as a leader off it. With his sharp vision and impressive ability to make quick decisions under pressure, he led the team to impressive victories, racking up numbers that quickly caught the attention of NFL scouts. With over 3,200 passing yards and 31 touchdowns last season, there was no doubt that he was destined for greater things. But like any great talent, Shatter has faced his share of challenges. The move from Jackson State to Colorado was a significant shift, both in terms of visibility and competition. However, it also provided new opportunities for Shatter to showcase his resilience and adaptability, essential traits for any player aspiring to make it in the NFL. Now, with all eyes on him, the question is, how will he fare under the increased spotlight? After making his mark at Jackson State, Shatter Sanders faced one of the biggest transitions of his career, becoming the starting quarterback for the Colorado Buffaloes. This move was not only geographic, but also represented a significant jump in terms of the level of competition and pressure. Colorado, with its rich history and demanding fan base, offered Shatter an even bigger platform to prove himself. However, this transition was not easy. Moving to a new team and a new environment always brings challenges, and for Shatter, it was a real trial by fire. The expectations on his shoulders were immense, and every pass, every decision on the field, was scrutinized by experts, fans, and critics. But as he has done throughout his career, Shatter faced these challenges head-on, showing that he lived up to the expectations. His performance in Colorado thus far has been a mix of brilliance and learning. As he continues to adjust to new team dynamics and the demands of tougher competition, Shatter has also shown flashes of the talent that made him one of the most promising quarterbacks of his generation. For the Raiders, that ability to adapt and thrive under pressure is exactly what they may be looking for in a future leader. Shatter Sanders possesses a skill set that makes him an intriguing NFL prospect. Early on, he showed impressive game-reading ability, a key trait for any elite quarterback. His ability to quickly identify opposing defenses and adjust his plays on the fly is something that has been widely praised by coaches and analysts. Additionally, Shatter has a laser-like accuracy with his passing, especially in high-pressure situations. His ability to put the ball exactly where it needs to be, even when under intense pressure from defenders, is one of the reasons why many believe he has what it takes to succeed in the NFL. This accuracy, combined with his ability to move in the pocket and escape pressure, makes him a quarterback who can cause problems for any defense. However, like any young talent, Shatter still has areas that need refining. His presence in the pocket, for example, has been criticized by some, who point out that he sometimes drops too far back, putting himself in vulnerable situations. Additionally, while his accuracy on short and intermediate passes is notable, he still needs work on his ability to throw the ball deep with consistency. But for the Raiders, these are issues that can be corrected with time and the right guidance. One cannot talk about Shatter Sanders without mentioning the enormous influence his father, Deion Sanders, had on his career. Deion, one of the greatest names in NFL history, has always been a central figure in Shatter's life, both on and off the field. From a young age, Shatter was coached, mentored, and guided by his father, learning the lessons of the game directly from a living legend. This father-son connection is a double-edged sword. On the one hand, Shatter has the privilege of having the support and knowledge of one of the greatest players of all time. Deion has always been known for his discipline, work ethic, and winning mentality, and these are values he has passed on to his son. Shatter, in turn, has absorbed these lessons and applied them to his own career, which is partly why he has been so successful thus far. On the other hand, Deion's constant presence in Shatter's life has also drawn some criticism. Some question whether this close relationship could somehow limit Shatter's development as a player. The concern is that Deion's influence, while well-intentioned, could prevent Shatter from finding his own path in the NFL. However, for the Raiders, this connection can be seen as an asset, a guarantee that Shatter is being groomed for greatness from the start. Like any young talent about to enter the NFL, Shatter Sanders is not immune to criticism. While his natural abilities are widely recognized, there are certain areas of his game that raise concerns among analysts. One of the most common criticisms concerns his presence in the pocket. On several occasions, Shatter has been easier to get caught by opposing defenders. This habit of dropping back too far can be dangerous in the NFL, where defenses are faster and more relentless. Correcting this aspect of your game will be crucial to your success at the highest levels. Another area that has been criticized is Shatter's accuracy on long throws. While he is exceptionally accurate on short and intermediate passes, his accuracy rate on deep passes is something that needs improvement. He often tries to be overly cautious, which can result in inaccurate throws and missed opportunities. This is a technical issue that, if improved, could take him to the next level as a quarterback. Finally, there's the question of how Shatter handles pressure. While he's shown an incredible ability to stay calm in difficult situations, the NFL is a different beast. The pressure both on and off the field can be overwhelming, and how he'll handle this new reality remains to be seen. However, for the Raiders, these are all areas that can be developed and refined, and Shatter's potential is still considered incredibly high. Given all of his potential and identified areas of growth, it's no surprise that the Raiders are eyeing Shatter Sanders. The franchise is looking for a quarterback who can lead them for years to come, someone with the ability to transform the team and return it to its glory days. And for many, Shatter represents exactly that kind of promising talent. The Raiders' interest in Shatter goes beyond his technical skills. The franchise recognizes the charisma and winning mentality he inherited from his father. In a league where leadership is as important as raw talent, Shatter seems to have the complete package. The Raiders, known for their rich history and passionate fan base, are always on the lookout for players who can not only perform well on the field, but also inspire the team and the fan base. Additionally, the Raiders are in a rebuilding phase, and adding a young quarterback like Shatter could be the catalyst they need. With the right guidance and proper development, He has the potential to become the face of the franchise for years to come. For the Raiders, the gamble on Shatter is one that could pay off, especially if he can overcome the challenges and criticism he has faced thus far. As with any promising quarterback, comparisons to other established or emerging NFL players are inevitable. In the case of Shatter Sanders, the comparisons vary widely, reflecting both his talent and the areas in which he still needs to improve. Some analysts compare him to young quarterbacks like Justin Fields, who entered the league with immense athletic potential, but needed time and guidance to refine their games. Others see similarities between Shatter and players like Kyler Murray, who has also faced criticism for his pocket presence, but has proven to be a dynamic playmaker on the field. These comparisons are important because they give insight into where Shatter fits on the spectrum of quarterback prospects, and what the Raiders can expect from him if they decide to take advantage of his potential. Additionally, comparisons to other quarterbacks also highlight areas where Shatter needs to focus to maximize his impact in the NFL. For example, if he can work on his accuracy on long passes and improve his decision-making under pressure, he could follow in the footsteps of players like Josh Allen, who overcame early criticism to become stars in the league. For the Raiders, understanding these comparisons is crucial to determining whether Shatter is the right choice to lead the franchise moving forward. If the Raiders decide to invest in Shatter Sanders as their next quarterback, the future of the franchise could take an exciting turn. With a passionate fan base and a rich history in the NFL, the Raiders are always on the lookout for players who can not only perform well on the field, but also become icons for the team. Shatter, with his natural talent and family pedigree, appears to have the potential to become that figure. However, Shatter's success with the Raiders will depend on several factors. First, it will be crucial that he receives the necessary support, both in terms of coaching and infrastructure. The transition to the NFL can be challenging for any player, and Shatter will be no exception. With the right coaches and a proper development plan, he can blossom into the leader the Raiders need. Additionally, the team will need to ensure that Shatter has the pieces around him to succeed. A good quarterback is only part of the equation. He needs a solid offensive line, reliable receivers, and a defense that can keep the team competitive. If the Raiders can build a strong team around Shatter, the future could be bright for the franchise. For Raiders fans, the idea of seeing Shatter lead the team is certainly something worth keeping an eye on. Shatter Sanders is a name that is quickly gaining traction in the world of American football, and for good reason. With impressive skills, a strong work ethic, and the guidance of one of the greatest players in NFL history, he has all the tools he needs to succeed. However, like any young player, he faces challenges that will need to be overcome if he is to reach his full potential. For the Raiders, the decision to take a chance on Shatter Sanders as their next quarterback could be a game changer. He brings with him immense potential and the potential to lead the franchise into a new era of success. However, this gamble also comes with risks, and it will be essential that the franchise provides him with the support he needs to flourish. If successful, Shatter could become the centerpiece the Raiders need to return to the top of the NFL. If you're a Raiders fan, now is the time to keep an eye on Shatter Sanders. Follow every step, every game, and see how this young star develops. And of course, if you enjoyed this content, don't forget to like it, comment on what you think about Shatter's future with the Raiders, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any updates about the team. The future of the Raiders could be in the hands of Shatter Sanders, and you won't want to miss it.